Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing really well. Today I am so excited to be sharing with you the first update for the collaboration Graveyard Project Pan. I'm so happy I decided to participate in this project again after taking 1 year off of it. It feels really good to be back in the groove of doing a collaboration project, and this one in particular is great because the focus really is on items that have been neglected from my collection, as well as items that were previously in project pans that you want to finish up or hit a different goal on, and it's just a great way to use some of those items that are a little bit older in my collection and make sure that I'm hitting some goals in my collection. As I'm sure many of you are familiar, this project pan was created by Emily. Her channel is Emily and Max. She also does have another channel, McInnes Mama, both of which will be linked down in the description box of today's video. I'm always incredibly grateful to Emily for creating this project, and she creates so many amazing project pans as well. I don't have the capacity for it, but I would love to participate in the deck of panning too, because that just does seem like a lot of fun, but I don't have the bandwidth right now to do so. But in any case, the Graveyard Project Pan has become something that I just love doing year after year. And like I said, last year I didn't do it and I couldn't miss out on it again for 2023. So I am going to share with you all the progress that I've made over the past 2 months of this project pan, because we update this project every 2 months as opposed to monthly. And because I have been working on these products for quite a bit of time, I do have some serious progress to share with you on some of them. I really do feel like things are looking different than previously, and I do actually have an item I will be rolling out in today's update, which means I will be replacing it with something new at the end of today's video. So let's hop on in and let's start with the first kind of category prompt for this project. There are 2 different categories, and the one that I want to kick it off with is the collecting cobwebs category. These are the items that are neglected, the things that kind of just get shoved to the back of the drawer and haven't been used, and you want to bring them back to the forefront and prioritize them. This is such a perfect category for project panners because oftentimes you kind of hyper focus on the things that you're currently panning, and even if you're not a project panner, sometimes you just focus on the things that are newer in your collection and some things just kind of get pushed to the side. So I have brought 2 products into this project for this category, both of which are things that I'm so happy to be working on right now. The first of which being my UOMA Beauty Stay Woke Concealer. I did receive this in PR quite a while back. This one is in the shade Fair Lady T3. And for the majority of the year, this shade is just maybe a touch too deep for me. I can generally make it work, but I have other concealers that are better suited to me when I am at my more fair stage. But as you can likely tell, I do have a little bit of sun. I have quite a bit of tan on my shoulders, and I really need to make sure that I match my face to the rest of my body. So this color works perfectly. I have it on underneath my eyes today and kind of through the center of my face, and I've been reaching for this very often. I have made some really great progress. There is some windowing throughout the tube, as you can see there, and the wand is coming out pretty dry. Like, there's not a lot of product that's pooled up on it. I do have to kind of dip in and reapply several times. So I actually think I will be taking out the stopper from this very soon. When I actually look into the pot, it's like there's just product right here at the very top and right here at the very bottom. Like, that's it. There's nothing really in the center of the product. And so yeah, this is something that I think will actually be rolling out in my next update, which will be in August. And that's actually quite perfect because that's when I'll be starting to kind of lose my summer tan and wanting to play with other concealers for my collection as well. But this has definitely been my priority as of late, and I feel like I can see a huge difference in it because of that. And the other product that has been collecting cobwebs is my Melt Cosmetics Cream Blushlight in the shade Golden Hour. This is a product that I received at the end of 2021 as a Christmas gift. It came in a mystery box from Melt, and I loved the texture, I loved the color, I was so excited to have it. And then I've just been focusing on other things in my project pans. Particularly, I was working on a blush from Essence, and so I oftentimes just forgot to reach for this, and I'm so happy that I've brought it to the forefront. My goal is to hit pan on it through this project pan, but I really didn't have a ton of progress on it, quite honestly, before rolling into the project. I just wanted to make sure I was reaching for it a lot. Now, there is a dip. There's definitely progress happening. I can see a difference for sure. There's some hairs in there too, some fibers. It's just the nature of a panned cream product, unfortunately. But you can see there's definitely wear, and I'm happy about that. I don't know how deep this pan is. I don't know how long it would take me to actually hit pan on it, but we still have 4 more months of this project. And so I'm gonna continue to push and use this as often as I can because I've been loving it. Because this is technically a blush light, it is a very sheer color. So I've been layering it with different blushes from my collection and other like even lipsticks, cream blushes, liquid blushes, and I've even been kind of topping it on top of powder blushes just to kind of play around. Today I have a magnitude of different products on my cheek, but I do have this sort of intertwined in my cheek look as well, and I just think it's so incredibly beautiful. I'm so happy. So happy that I've decided to prioritize it. Here is a swatch of it, and it's just like this soft peachy coral shade that has a ton of reflect, but it's not shimmer, it's just shine. It's just incredible. So I'm really happy to be working on it, and maybe I'll hit my goal by the next update. If not, it's possible I could do it by the finale, but I'm not sure. And the remaining 4 products in this project pan are items that come from the Resurrection category, which are items that were previously in project pans. But I have to say that a lot of these products have also been collecting cobwebs over the last little while since they were focused on in other project pans. So they kind of blend between the 2 worlds, but really I selected these for the Resurrection category. So the first item I want to share is from my Kathleen Lights and Makeup Geek highlighter palette. This is an antiquity at this point. This is so old, but it really is a beautiful formula and product still, and I've tried to part with it and I've just not been able to, so I had to resurrect it and focus on it. So I'm working on the shade Starlight, which is this beautiful soft pinky kind of color. It is hyper metallic, very vibrant, but it really is a really nice soft kind of texture. The impact is definitely high impact, but the texture is really soft and it blends into the skin really well. And I like that it has this slightly silvery pinky kind of sheen. It's just something that's a little bit different, and it blends really nicely into blushes and beautifully on the inner corners of my eyes without looking like too colorful. It's a really beautiful highlight. And I've had this for an eternity, and so my goal with this is just to hit pan on this shade. As you've seen already, I have not hit pan on it, but I do feel like the dip has deepened. I'm really happy to see how much progress I have made on this. And it's just something that, again, I'm really happy to just be bringing to the forefront, ensuring that it's in my everyday makeup drawer so it gets seen more often and used more often. In order to hit pan on it, I definitely need to accelerate my uses. And I think I've just been kind of finding my groove with this product over these last couple of months, but I think that I will be amplifying my usage on it in the coming months because it is a beautiful body highlight down the front of the legs, on the tops of the shoulders and collarbones. It looks amazing, especially on camera, but even in person, it looks amazing. And we're in the summer months, so I will definitely be using this in more volume over these coming months now that my legs and shoulders and arms have been out in the sunshine. Definitely gonna be beaming with this highlighter on my body. So no pan yet, but I actually think it will happen for me. I'm really hoping so, at least. This next product is also an antiquity. This has been long discontinued. This is the Essence Sheer and Shine lipstick in the shade BFF. There is absolutely no writing on the label here, so I don't know why I look down as if I'm gonna remember or be able to read what the line is, but in any case, this is such an old product. My goal with this one is to finish it up in this project pan. I've had it in so many other project pans over the years, and it just seems to be a staple product for me in the summertime. So yeah, why not bring it into Graveyard Project Pan? I have very little remaining in this product now. As you can see, it's just a little stub. I'm really happy to see that. I am, though, going to dig into it, so I will actually possibly have a lot more product ahead of me. I have no idea until I get to that point, but definitely by the next update of this project, this will be depotted into a new container. It will look brand new to all of you, but I'll be using it, I think, at that time more just like a tinted lip balm, because this is a little bit of a sheerer kind of lipstick with a balmy kind of finish. So once I depot it, it's something that I'll just be able to throw onto my lips using my finger throughout my workday, And so I'm really hoping that I will kind of run through it quickly at that rate. So unfortunately, when I introduced this into the project, I just completely forgot to mark it in my notebook. I just checked before sitting down to film today's video, and I must have just entirely forgotten. But you will definitely be able to tell in the progress shots that this has changed pretty significantly. There is a really big difference in this. And next update, most definitely there will be a completely new look and feel to this product. It will have a different packaging entirely, and I cannot wait for that to be the case. So yes, this will be an empty by the end of the project pan, and that is something that just feels so good to me because I've had this 4 years in my life. Like probably 6 years. Probably like 6 or 7 years I've had this actually, which is a long time to have a lipstick, but I have not noticed a change in the scent, the performance, nothing. So it's holding up great and no complaints. Next up, let's chat about my Mob Beauty bronzer. This is in the shade M37, which is just like the perfect shade for me in the summertime. This is a product that was previously in my project pan last year, and my goal with it was to hit pan on it, and I wasn't able to do so. But today I do have a pan in it, and that was my goal with this project pan. I really wanted to accomplish that goal that I had set myself for last summer, and it truly did not take me very long whatsoever because I already had put in so much work to this. It only took me 5 applications to hit this pan because there already was so much progress on it. So that's great. Actually, 2 of those times, without a doubt, I wore them on my legs. I may have even worn it more often than that, but my legs oftentimes are not as tan as the upper portions of my body, so I used this on my legs when they were out, and that's how I was able to hit pan on it so quickly. It's a really good bronzer shade for me right now though, so I'm probably gonna keep working on it off camera, but I will be rolling it out of this project pan because I want to roll something new into this project in its place. So I will be talking about that momentarily, but I do have one other focus item to share with you, and it is also from the Resurrection category. This product has been in several project pans as well, as evidenced by the marking lines on it. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Wonderglow. This is a glowy primer, and my goal with this is to finish it up. I'm about halfway through it now though. So as you can see, I have markings from various project pans over the years, but the closest marking there is where I started in this project pan last update. So I have moved quite a bit between that last marking there and this one for today's update, and I'm really happy to see quite a large jump. I'm getting down into the portion where it is the widest in the packaging, so I'm not really sure how my progress is gonna go over these next few months. Based on how I've used it in previous projects, I didn't really make like huge leaps of progress from month to month, but I am now focusing on this as using it kind of like a body highlight. I do have it on my shoulders and on my chest today, and I think it's just a beautiful subtle highlight. For when I want something that's more poppin', for sure I'll go into the Makeup Geek palette, but when I want something that's just like an everyday kind of glow, I'll use this. I don't really get an intense vibe from this, but it does give me a little something on the skin, which I just think looks so, so beautiful. So yeah, today I'm wearing it like that. Oftentimes I have been reaching for it in that way. I've also been mixing it into my foundations. I've been mixing it into my primers, and it's just something that I'm able to reach for pretty consistently. Based on how much progress I made from the introduction to update number 1, we're already a third of the way through this project pan. I really don't know if I will be able to actually feasibly finish this by the end of the project, but I'm not feeling discouraged to stop using this or anything like that. I just don't know if it's realistic for me to think that I could use this up by the end of this project pan, but I'm going to focus on it. I'm going to keep making progress on it until this project wraps up. And this project does conclude on Halloween Day, so I have 4 more months to continue working on all of my focus items. And so yeah, because I'm rolling out that bronzer, I'm going to be rolling in something new to this project pan. This is also something that is in the Resurrection category, and that newest addition is going to be an eyeliner. This is a product that was in my project pan last year, and I really enjoyed using it through the project pan. This is the NYX Slide On Glide On eyeliner, and this one I have is in the shade Golden Bronze, which is a beautiful, warm, bronzy metallic eyeliner shade. It's kind of rich and coppery, and it's just gorgeous. I have it actually on my lower lash line and in my waterline today. And I just feel like this is a very flattering shade. It's the kind of shade that goes with so many different eyeshadows, so many different eye looks, and it's something I can integrate into pretty much my everyday routine in some way, shape, or form. Now, I don't really think it's realistic for me to intend to finish this in only 4 months' time, but I'm going to try my hardest to make as much progress as possible until this project pan wraps up. So maybe we can make that happen, but more realistically, I think this would be an empty by the end of the year for me, and that is a-okay with me. I'd be really happy to have this gone, even though I love it. I would love to use it up and see that love really come to life by using it in its entirety. I've had this in my collection for already 3 years, and I have noticed that the product seems to be a little bit more loose in the packaging, a little bit more dry. So I want to just get some really great use out of it and hopefully use it up by the end of this year. So my next update for this project pan will be at the end of August, the 30th of August. And at that point, I really think the only item I'll probably have hit my goal on is the UOMA Beauty Concealer. Otherwise, I think I'll just have some really great progress on all these items, but who knows, I could surprise myself and hit pan on either the Melt product or on the Makeup Geek product. It's entirely possible. These do both already have some dips in them, and I found really great grooves with using either of these items. So who knows, possibly we'll have more than one rollout, but either way, it would be great to see another product roll out of this project in the next update. And yeah, we have 4 more months remaining on this project pan. You can definitely go and check out other creators who are working on this project, both here on YouTube as well as over on Instagram. I will have all of that information down in the description box. If you've been working on this project pan as well, please let me know down in the comment section. I would love to check out your content related to this project pan. But that, my friends, is absolutely everything. Thank you so much for watching and for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.